Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding, y'all. Let me know how we sounding. Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding. All right, we sounding good. We sounding good. All right, we got a couple setups we're looking at. We're gonna wait for some more people to hop up in here, and then we're gonna break some stuff down. Like we talked about in yesterday's live stream. No surprise, no shock. Volume was dead all day yesterday. FOMC volume did wake up a little bit, but the markets didn't really do too much. The only thing that really did a move yesterday was GU. That was literally the only pair that did a move yesterday was GU. Everything else just ranged and consolidated. Let me turn my fan off. And again, we don't control the markets, so there ain't nothing we can do about that. So there's no point in getting frustrated or upset. We see the market conditions. So if you see the market conditions, you see price isn't moving anywhere, and you're still frustrated or upset because you can't take any trades, you gotta look within. You gotta look within. Some things you don't got control over. And the sooner you accept that, the easier and less stressed you will be. But let's talk about today, though. We got a lot of news popping off. We're going to be live for a few of those news events right now. So in about like 9 minutes, we got Euro news popping off at 3:15. We got Euro news 3:30. We got Euro news. And at 4:30, we got GB. 8:30, we got USD news, and 9:45, we got USD news. We got a bunch of events popping off today, and then we got a lot of news popping off tomorrow as well. So with these news events, I want to see volume come into the markets. Again, I don't really care which way price goes. I just want volume in the market so we can have very easy setups. Because when there's a lack of volume, as we can see, price struggles to break levels and it struggles to really make any moves. You get what I'm saying? And again, we're seeing a repeat of what we saw 2 weeks ago, right? We had, for example, when we look at GN, we had a nice little downtrend, and then we see price struggle twice to break this level, this support level right here. It continued the downtrend, then we had a reversal, but then we see here prices now respect this level as resistance, and now we're right back to where we left off 2 weeks ago, where prices again struggling to continue the downtrend. So again, I either want volume to come in to break this level so we can see the downtrend continue, or I just want price to reverse and push back up so we can look for the uptrend to come back into play. Again, I don't really care which way it goes. My goal is just to figure out which direction price is going, so then I can ride the wave. But when price is stuck in place, there's no wave to ride. You get what I'm saying? Kind of see the same thing going on here. Again, we have this huge dump to the downside, very wicky reversal to an uptrend, but then we see price struggling all week to break and hold levels. It's just been rejecting and reversing. So again, I'm just waiting for volume to kick in. It's literally in the same spot it was in, not just yesterday, but also Tuesday and also Monday. You get what I'm saying? So right now we're going to be looking for possible NAS and GU buys. Again, we do got a bunch of news popping off, so we're going to be watching, see what the news does, how it affects the markets, and then we're going to go from there. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. Excuse me, you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Make sure I like the live as y'all hop up in here. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 2,700 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday as well. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend checking it out. But to drop that in the chat right now. Audio sounds good? Okay, bet. Shout out to those already liking the live. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, so we're going to see what this news does for us. We had some action prior to the news. Y'all just joined the live. I recommend rewinding to the beginning because we broke down some important stuff. I'm probably not going to repeat that for another 10, 20 minutes. So if y'all want to understand what's been going on the charts, make sure to rewind to the beginning of the live stream. The live just started. You're not going to miss anything. But we do got Euro news about to pop off in a little bit for the next 30 minutes. So we're going to see what that does, what that does not do. And then we're going to go from there. So if GU can break and hold 30.95 support, we can look for continued buys going to 31.45 and possibly up to 31.85. Now, there are a few things to note and understand. We did just break the highs to the left, and we've been shooting up for literally a week straight. So with the news today and tomorrow, we could see a possible retracement and retest, but we're still going to be looking for buys nonetheless. So if price can't hold this level, we could see a possible retracement back down to 30.40, where we can look for buys. But nonetheless, we're still going to be looking for buys either way. So the news is about to pop off. I'm about to see if we're going to see some action or not. So I'm going to pull a few euro charts because I haven't traded any euro pairs in a couple of weeks. It is euro news, but it could affect the GBP news as well. I mean, GBP pairs as well. And we also do have GBP news at 4:30. So we have a bunch of news popping off. And if you watch my video on how to trade news, I know we're going to watch the news, see how it plays out. I don't take trades as the news is popping off. Now, if I was in a trade before the news popped off, that's a little bit different. But as the news is popping off, I don't take trades. Euro news popped off, 3:15 on the dot. We saw immediate change in volume. Let's see what these other charts are doing. Let's see what these other charts are doing. GJ pushing up too. Music's bugging out. I'm gonna fix that if I got to. I'll pull a Euro New Zealand also. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. I gotta add more levels, so I'm probably gonna do that on my other screen. If you're just joining the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Make sure you hit that first link in the description and join the free Signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. It's been a slow week this week, volume-wise. Price has kind of been just ranging all week. Only a couple pairs not every day, but like at least one pair a day was only moving smoothly. All the other pairs for the majority of the day just been ranging and stuck in place. But we are 1-0 this week, so we're still up this week, even though it's a slow week. So still the ultimate goal is being accomplished, which is being profitable. Again, if you don't see anything you like or you don't see a setup you're confident in, there's no reason to take the trade. You know what I'm saying? It literally doesn't make any sense to take the setup. As far as how we ended last week, we went 4-0 last week. Absolutely slaughtered last week. Caught 27,272 pips. It was 100% win rate. The week before that, we went 2-1. And then to wrap up July, we ended that 2-1 as well. If you go to August 1st, just like you see on your screen, you see we ended July 16-5, giving us a 76% win rate. You click right here, it's going to take you to the first week of July, where you see we started off the week 3-0. You click right here, it's going to take you to the literal beginning of July, where you can, go down and see how we did on a daily and weekly basis. We do the recap of the day at the end of every day. We do the recap of the week at the end of every week, as well as a recap of the month and quarter at the end of every month and quarter. And if you go to July 2nd, you will see how we ended last quarter. April, we went 16-4, catching 69,396 pips. Let's move this over to the side. Okay, nothing's going on. May, we went 15-4, catching 47,957 pips. And then June, we went 13-3, catching 1,006 pips. In the quarter, 44-11, giving us an 80% win rate. And again, you can check all this stuff out. First link in the description. You go to photos. There's over 2 years worth of receipts, student results, testimonials, screenshots of actual positions we took, screenshots of the signals, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out and explore the channel. Now, again, we got news popping off right now for like the next hour. We got 315 euro news popping off right now. Then we got 330 euro news. And then at 4:30, we got GBP news. And then going into New York session, 8:30 and 9:45, we got USD news popping off. Yesterday, we had FOMC. And again, like I talked about in the London session live, that most FOMC days, volume is dead all day. And sure enough, volume was indeed, in fact, dead all day. And even the news during FOMC didn't really do too much. And then last night, markets didn't really do much either. So again, looking at today and tomorrow, we're going to see if these news events can help wake the markets up so we can get back to business as usual. But until then, we're just sitting, waiting patiently. We got a new 15 about to pop off. Let's see where it pops off and goes down. Let's see what GA is doing out of curiosity. GA is still just chilling in place. Those joining the stream, we have not entered anything yet. We're just watching the charts in the markets. As y'all can see, it's still just kind of ranging and stuck in place. But we got Euro news popping off right now. We just had the 15. Now we got the 330. And then in an hour, we got 430 GBP news. And then we got two news events at the beginning of New York session for the USD pairs. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Check it out for yourselves. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Also, make sure to check that out if you haven't already. All the playlists are up to date, so make sure to explore the playlist in the channel while we're tuned into the live. But yeah, it's just a patience game. You know what I'm saying? We don't control the markets, so there's nothing we can do about it. Just gotta patiently wait. Those just tuning in, we have not entered anything yet. We're just letting the news play out. Again, we got news for the first 2 hours of London session. We got Euro news popping off as we speak. We had it at 3:15 and 3:30. And then we have GBP news at 4:30. And then going into New York session, 8:30, as well as 9:45. We have USD news popping off. Again, if y'all been on the charts or just looking at the charts, you can tell just by looking. It doesn't matter if it's the bigger time frame or smaller time frame. The price has been ranging and stuck in place for majority of the week. Just simply looking at literally this week, Sunday, price reversed after the big move that it did on Thursday, and then the low volume on Friday. Price reversed Sunday going into Monday. And price went back to where it left off, but failed to hold this level as support, stopping the uptrend from continuing. Then we see Tuesday. Again, this is the 15-minute time frame, so you can see that for literally hours on hours on hours, price just stuck in place ranging. Then we see Tuesday, price rejecting back to where it retraced on Sunday going into Monday. And then you see Wednesday, price rejected this level again, stopping the uptrend. And then we see all last night and today so far, price just been consolidating, ranging, hugging this level. We go to GA, we see a similar thing. Let's go to actually this week. This is how Friday ended. Monday, price finally broke this level that struggled to break for 2 weeks straight. But after it broke that level on Monday, price consolidated in range Tuesday, going into Wednesday. Then price reversed yesterday. We just went over GJ. GN. We go to Friday. Price pushed down. Monday did a nice drop. Members caught this nice sell. But again, you can just see when we zoom in, super wicky, super small candlesticks, obviously lacked in volume. And then we see yesterday, price reversed. Right. So again, we're seeing a repeat. Only thing that didn't follow this was GU. GU is like the only pair that's actually did some decent moves. But besides that, again, Monday, price did a push, rejected this level Tuesday, consolidated all day yesterday, rejected this level even with FOMC. So again, we're just waiting for volume to kick in so we can break these next levels and we can see the new trend start or the current trend continue, right? Because the price is stuck in place, there's nothing we can really do about that. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at these charts, drop them in the chat. But we are still 1-0 this week, so we're still up this week and we're up this month. We took 0 losses last week. So honestly, there's nothing really to complain about because again, we don't control the markets. We only control when we enter a trade, when we exit a trade, how much we risk per trade. So if our confirmations aren't met, or price isn't moving, there's nothing we can do about that. Make sure to like the live, y'all. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 2,700 subscribers. We can get to that easily. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Go to free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We ended July 16-5, and then we ended quarter 2 44-11. Again, you can see for literally the past hour, price has been ranging, hugging this level. But the game for today is we're going to be looking for continued GU buys, continued NAS buys, possible GJ buys if it can break these next levels. So we're going to just go down the list and talk about the prices. So with NAS price, we're still in the uptrend, so we're still going to continue to look for buys. Again, we got a little bit of a struggle to the left of us. We got the super strong support resistance level that we're currently halted at. And you can see again, we've been halted and stuck here for the past 3 days. You can see Tuesday, yesterday, and today, price is struggling to break this resistance level and treat it as a support. So if NAS can break and hold 19,850 as support, we can look for 19,850 as support. We can look for buys going to 19,990 and possibly up to 2160. And again, even with us since literally the London session lies since Tuesday, if not Monday, we've been saying the same thing. But again, as we can see, price has been literally chilling here since Monday night. All right, so if it does reject this level again, if it can continue to hold 19,650 as support, we can look for buys heading back up to 19,860. Now with the gold, I'm personally gold alone. It is an uptrend though, so we're going to look for continued buys. Now GU, we're going to look for buys. If price can break this level and hold that support, which we see it failed to do so yesterday, if we can hold 30.95 as support, we can look for buys going to 31.45 and possibly up to 31. Now if it rejects this level, it could retreat back down to 30.45. If we can hold this low as support, we can look for continued buys back up to 30.95. Now GJ is still in reversal territory. So if we can break and hold 191.20 as support, we can look for buys in the uptrend continuing going back up to 192.15 and possibly 193.45. But if it rejects this low, especially 189.10 as resistance, we could see a possible reversal in the downtrend coming back into play. Now, GN, I'm only going to look for sells if we can break back below and hold 12.05 as resistance. If we can do that, we can look for sells going down to 11.10 and possibly down to 10.30. But if it stays, pushing up, I'm just going to let price do its thing until it can see if it can hold 14.20 as support. And then GA, same thing. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm actually going to move this away from here to here. So GA can break and hold 94.70 as support. We can't see reversals and buys come back into play going to 95.15, possibly down to possibly up to 95.50. But if it breaks back below 93.30, holds as resistance, we can look for sells again. So again, we just have a lot of prices and charts just in reversal territory and ranging. So we're just waiting for price to bring volume back into the markets and see these trends either continue or these trends change. Now, again, the Euro news didn't really do too much. So we're going to see what the GDP news and, of course, the news going into New York session does. And again, we can just see prices still just ranging and stuck in the same place. You can see GU about to possibly try to do something, but we do got news in about an hour. So probably wait till after the news to pull the trick on that setup. Still going to watch to see what the news does, what it does not do when it does pop off. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram playmaker_wait, TikTok _playmaker_wait _. Just posted a video on there yesterday. Make sure to check that out. New 15 an hour about to pop up. So again, we in 30 minutes, we do got GBP news popping off. Members, we're not going to be going live during today's news. We'll go live tomorrow. I got a lot of sessions today, so we're not going to be able to squeeze that in, but we're going to be going live for tomorrow's news event. So make sure to watch yesterday's news if y'all missed it. And again, those that aren't members, y'all know what to do if y'all want to join, but also make sure to check out my How to Trade News playlist if you have not already. Added a new video to the playlist last week. All playlists are up to date. Again, we're going to see how the markets will wake up going into, if not after this GP news event, going into New York session. But if not, we just got to wait for, again, price to break out these levels of traffic and continue to trend. So we've been talking about all week. Price has been struggling to continue and make the next move to continue the trend. We see here price struggle for 2 weeks, reverse, came back down, now struggling this week again. And we see this with a bunch of the charts right now. So again, if we aren't seeing, smooth downtrends or uptrends coming into play, price is just going to struggle to continue to push down, or it's going to struggle to continue to push up. Right? When we see price doing this, we're no longer going down. Or if we see price, doing this, we're obviously no longer going to go up. So the price is stuck in place. There's nothing we can really do about that. And that's what we've been seeing all week. So again, it's just a patience game. We have weeks of clear volume, then we have weeks where there's some reversals, and there's also going to be weeks where there's consolidation or price struggling. That's just part of the game, right? That's what you take advantage of those volume filled days. You got to take advantage of those profits you make, because price isn't going to always be smooth sailing or moving smoothly every day, every week. All right, shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free server for your Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. If y'all have not watched or checked it out yet, make sure to check that out. If you want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram or Telegram. I respond to all messages. And yeah, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.